Monday night under the lights, Jacksonville becomes the center of the football universe. The Chiefs march in wearing their dynasty crown, but the Jaguars stand waiting, young, hungry, and unafraid. It's more than a regular season game. It's a clash between the past that won everything and the future that's ready to take it. Everbank Stadium is roaring, and the feeling in the air is different. Kansas City expects another routine win. Jacksonville believes this is the night the script changes. Patrick Mahomes remains the league's measuring stick, calm in chaos, impossible to rattle. He's thrown for nearly 1,000 yards with only one interception, and his chemistry with Travis Kelce still defines efficiency. But his offensive line has cracks, and his running game hasn't found rhythm. Against a Jaguars defense that leads the league in takeaways, even a quarterback of his caliber can't escape the pressure forever. Trevor Lawrence, meanwhile, walks into this primetime moment with something to prove. He hasn't been perfect, 4 picks in 4 games, but he's been hit only 3 times all season. Protection and patience might be his ticket to an upset. The real battle is identity versus identity. The Chiefs rely on precision, tempo, and Mahomes' creativity. The Jaguars thrive on disruption, turnovers, and a punishing ground game led by Travis Etienne. If Jacksonville controls the clock, they keep Mahomes watching from the sideline. If Chris Jones wrecks the line of scrimmage, the Chiefs reclaim dominance. It's that simple, and that violent. And today's AI pick is Jaguars plus 3.5. The line refuses to move despite heavy money on Kansas City. The field leans toward chaos, and the night belongs to the team playing with nothing to lose. Will we cash or will we burn? Now we switch gears to October baseball, Dodgers versus Phillies. The postseason doesn't forgive hesitation, and these two powerhouses collide with everything on the line.
Tonight, under the roar of South Philadelphia lights, the Dodgers arrive not as visitors, but as an omen. Game 1 cracked open the story. Game 2 will decide whether that fracture becomes a fault line. Blake Snell takes the mound for Los Angeles, the kind of pitcher who doesn't so much throw as carve silence into the air. 11 starts, a 2.35 ERA, and a 10.6 strikeout rate, his rhythm built on control through chaos. He's the kind of lefty who can bend an inning until hitters start believing the strike zone is haunted. Across from him stands Jesus Luzardo, the Phillies' anchor through 32 starts and 216 strikeouts. He's earned every ounce of trust in that clubhouse, but trust won't shorten a lineup like Los Angeles. Luzardo's ERA sits at 3.92, solid, durable, but exposed to power when barrels find him. And that's where the war begins. The Dodgers are the second most powerful offense in baseball. Ohtani with 55 home runs, Freeman and Betts threading line drives like piano wire, Teoscar Hernandez burning through mistakes. The Phillies counter with Schwarber's thunder and Harper's patience, but tonight, both face a left-hander who erases timing. If Snell stretches past 6 innings, Dave Roberts keeps his fragile bullpen sealed. That's the entire equation. Length equals safety. But if Luzardo falters early, Rob Thompson must tap a taxed middle relief unit that already broke in Game 1. Citizens Bank Park will feed on that tension, the crowd ready to roar at every 2-strike count, every check swing that flirts with belief. Still, this game tilts toward Los Angeles not because of numbers, but because of what pressure does to form. The Dodgers have already done what they came to do, steal one on the road. The Phillies, down near 0-1, will swing not with patience but with panic. And against Snell, panic becomes oxygen for the visiting side. And tonight's AI pick is the Los Angeles Dodgers on the money line, 135. They hold the edge in strikeout ceiling, lineup balance, and emotional freedom. The fire burns clean when nothing must be proven, only protected. Will we cash or will we burn?
The line between desperation and defiance runs straight down Interstate 94. Tonight, in Milwaukee, the Cubs drag their season to the edge of that line, while the Brewers stand ready to shove them off it. Game 2 is the moment where faith meets fatigue, and one mistake echoes through the whole winter. Shota Imanaga gets the call for Chicago, a precise left-hander whose control borders on surgical. His 3.73 ERA and 0.99 whip look sharp, but the numbers hide the cost. When contact comes, it comes loud. Hard hit balls and exit velocity spikes have followed him into every big moment. He's the kind of pitcher who needs perfection to survive October, and perfection rarely visits twice in a week. Across the diamond, Milwaukee doesn't play by that rulebook. Aaron Ashby opens the game not as a starter, but as a spark, an opener in the purest sense. He's the left-handed key meant to jam Chicago's rhythm before it can even form. The Brewers will chase platoon edges, turning the mound into a carousel of fresh arms. It's not traditional baseball, it's controlled chaos, and Milwaukee has built their whole season to thrive inside it. Behind them stands the best bullpen left in the National League, fortified by Jacob Misiorowski's heat and Robert Gasser's deception. Every inning from the fifth onward belongs to Milwaukee's machinery: velocity, command, precision, silence. And when the ball leaves the bat, they have the defense to erase it. The Cubs? They're playing for air. Their bullpen is worn thin from the wild card grind. Their margin for error is gone. This game will not be a slugfest. It will be attrition disguised as baseball. Expect the Brewers to play the long game: small runs, aggressive base running, surgical bullpen matchups. If Imanaga falters, even for a single inning, the noise of American Family Field will become a weapon. And tonight's AI pick is the Milwaukee Brewers on the money line, 1-25. They hold the leverage in rest, in bullpen depth, and in psychological control. The Cubs will fight, but Milwaukee will dictate the terms. Will we cash or will we burn? On to the recap.
The lights are cooling, but the fire still moves beneath the surface. Every pick is a mirror, and tonight the reflections are sharp enough to draw blood. In English, Game 1, Monday Night Football, Chiefs versus Jaguars. The AI took Jacksonville plus 3.5. Game 2, NLDS in Philadelphia, Dodgers versus Phillies. The system rode with Los Angeles on the money line. Game 3, NLDS in Milwaukee, Cubs vs. Brewers. The algorithm burned clean with Milwaukee on the money line. En español, Juego 1, Fútbol Americano del lunes por la noche, Chiefs contra Jaguars. La IA eligió Jacksonville plus 3.5. Juego 2, Serie Divisional en Filadelfia, Dodgers contra Phillies. El sistema confió en Los Ángeles en la línea de dinero. Juego 3, Serie Divisional en Milwaukee, Cubs contra Brewers. El algoritmo fue con Milwaukee en la línea de dinero. Like and subscribe. Will we cash or will we burn? Der Teufel steckt im Detail. The devil is in the details.